Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Might be a good idea to check your levels before you go on, Scott. Good job, good job. All right. Okay, let me pop out that chat. Give me just a second. Thank you for waiting for me. The dumbest thing about this microphone is it has an on and off switch right here at the very top. And there's so many times where all I've done is just move it. And it's not like there's no button you press in or out. It's like literally just like touch surface. There's no light on it at all that tells you if it is on or off. So stupid. Okay. Itchy, but I'm good. All right, guys. Let me get. Give me just a second. I feel like sound's coming in kind of low too, though. I need to eventually get a better mic. This mic is garbage. I need to get an omnidirectional. One day, my friends, when I'm the richest streamer in the world, which will be. Oh, wakey, wakey! My son just woke up. I don't know. He fell asleep at like probably in the middle of the afternoon because he had to take off from school to get like a booster shot, and then he's just been sleeping till what? What time is it now? I took my watch off. Usually I have a clock on here. I have no clock. It is most likely 7 something, 7:50, I think, 7:52, whatever. That's the last time I looked at it. Okay, Scott, let's get the dang chat capture up here. What are you doing? Chat. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, we got to move chat to the other side. I don't know why, but on the other monitor, it'll make my chat like massive. But if I put it to a different one, it changes, which makes no sense. The size of your monitor shouldn't mess with the chat. I don't get that. All right, my friends. Happy time zone. Is this the happy time zone? All right, my friend's already here. Oh, who's this? We got a new one. Meesum, Meesum. Welcome to the stream. What's up with you, bro? I'm glad to see some new people here, but I'm always glad to see my faves. Of course, Jonah, Grumpy. Guys, how's your week been, huh? You doing okay? Let's see my stream. Okay, my bit rate's up pretty good, so I'm doing all right. Um, Let me finish just eating the last part of this. I ate all my wings before I came and got on here so that I wasn't chomping on wings, so I'm just finishing up a protein bar. Let's see here. Background sync. What the heck does that mean? Enjoying the weather. How's the weather out there? Where are you at? I mean, you don't have to tell me like a specific area. I'm just wondering. Um, oh, nice, Jonah. You're still kicking it on Eve, man. That's a game I really wish I could. I wish I could get more into it, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing on that game. I'll be honest with you. It's too much micromanaging. I can't handle it. Chicago. Nice. Chicago, always known for its great weather. That's great. Yeah, it's absolutely about to dump big time out here in Florida. It's about to storm like hell. So if I do get disconnected, you know why. No hurricanes yet. No hurricanes headed my way. But this year, man, I, I got everything possible to stop a hurricane from hurting my house. So, um, yeah, Eve definitely has to be way better with friends, I'd imagine. I I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I love the character creator for that game. I wish you actually got to see her character. Anyway, this week was a bit of a whew, what a week. Um, it was only a short week, and it still felt like monstrously long. Do I go to Japan every summer? Yeah, that's the new thing. Whenever we hit summer break here for my job as a teacher, Then I spend the next about 2 months in Japan. And then my family comes here. Well, half my family's here, but my wife and my eldest son come here every winter break. So I've just been back from Japan only. I think it's only been like 4 weeks now. Deko-chan, he does. Debu-chan, that's right. I forgot you named him Debu-chan. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you guys don't know what Debu means, it's like obese, but like kind of a more kind of comical way to say it. A nickname Japanese people have for soda, they call it Debu juice, obese juice. Some pretty blunt feelings on soda there. Yeah, thunder really scares the poor guy quite a bit. He definitely hides. Which I try to give him cuddles to make sure you're gonna be okay. You're the most unmovable object in this whole house, Mr. Deco-chan. You're too big. The tornado stop. You'd rip a hole in the center of gravity if it tried to grab you. Make probably stop the space-time continuum. Because you mega fat cat. My God, is he fat, dude? I left him with my friend. Um, my friend's like vegan. One of my best friends here, he's like super hardcore vegan and really, really loves, animals, of course. And he took excellent care. I mean, he was sending me pictures every day of like snuggling with him, giving him smooches and everything like that. And I was like he talked to me about it before I let him watch him. And he's like, I think like, if you give him this diet and put him on this. And I was like, all right, dude, whatever you can do to help the guy lose some weight. Because, man, he is packing on the pounds. I came back and he's like, oh, I think maybe Deco got like fatter. He's just like he'll pull at your heartstrings. Like he'll really, really make you like, oh, sweet pea. Of course, I'm gonna give you some snacks. He'll give you these big sad meows like, oh, daddy, I'm gonna starve to death. Oh. Uh, Demo singularity. I love it. How old is my cat? He would be 8 now. Um, he was 7 years old when he was taken off the hard streets. And he was a stray. Dude, he was bone skinny when I found him at what's the place is called Kitty Town. that's the adoption place. I came in there and he was like looking really rough. So the other cats there were like bullying him and stuff. I felt so bad for him. Like every time he tried to go eat his food, they'd like swat at him and stuff like that. So I think that's why he was so skinny when I got him. I think he was dealing with some like. First of all, he was from the streets. He was just a stray they found on the streets. But then also, I think the cats he was with were just like ultra aggressive. Cause he's a pretty, like low key, chilled out dude. I love his personality. Eat and then I sleep and then I ask for more things to eat. That is my life. He's a sweet pea. He's a real sweet boy. He's not hiding right now. I'm kind of surprised because we're getting some big rumbles. Kitty Town sounds like a rough place to be raised. They have a beautiful environment for them, but they just take like the most beaten up stray cats you've ever seen, and they put them in these lovely little places. I mean, it's big. They're like really big. It's probably like one place for 4 cats is probably about the size of my living room. They usually keep 4 cats together, and it actually has half of the room divided into an inside area, which, my God, the pampering. Like, there is an LCD screen TV above them constantly playing, like, bird sounds and pictures of, like, nature and birds flying through the sky and, like, little mice scurrying around. Like, like a National Geographic type footage. And then they have, like, all kinds of, whatever, like you call the cat jungle gym type thing they have all over there. But then on top of it, the bottom half of it has like doggy doors that allow them to go outside anytime they want. And the rest of the fencing and everything is built on the outside. So they can go inside and outside as much as they want. And poor little Deco-chan, he was like up in this big, he was at as high as he could get in this one jungle gym. and like never moved the whole time we got there. He tried to go eat just a little bit, and this other gigantic female cat like swatted at him a bunch, and he ran back. And so we spent time with quite a few. There was one there that was so big and fat too. He was massive. But Deco looked so like kind of scared and sad that I was just like, this poor kitty. And he's been nothing but loves and cuddles. First night he came home, he like cried all night, like moo, like that kind of. But then by night two, he was sleeping in my bed, curled up. Would you ever move back to Japan? Yeah, I would. Misim. Is that how, am I saying that right? I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Misim, I would. I would move back. There would be. I'd really have to have a decent situation. Like number one, maybe when I retire, I'll move back. Like I don't know if you guys know, but Softy Papa Kurt, he just retired and moved back there. Sadly though, he had to shut down his store, his international store that he used to sell stuff from Japan. The tariffs are so high, it's just not worth it. That really sucks, man. If you really want to look at somebody who's like really figured out how to navigate Japan like really well, really has a great outlook on life, very humble, and really kind of navigated a decent situation for himself where he kind of did the same thing I did. He moved back to America. Like he lived in Japan for like, I think as long as me or longer, like maybe 20, 23 years. And then got offered a really, really good job in America, a really good tech job, went out there, saved a ton, even bought a house. I think his daughter actually stayed out there after she it was funny because I remember him telling me that she was so pissed off about having to move to America that she was like refusing to learn English and stuff. But then she like found a bunch of friends, like I think just kind of fell in love with living in America, learned English, speaks it perfect now, and is going to college out there, staying out there to live life by herself as a college grad. But sorry, I'm getting way off track. Yeah, so what would I do to move back to Japan? When I retire, I would not move my money to Japan though, ever. Even right now, my wife and I, we're taking everything we have in savings and we're moving it all out here to America and putting it in Ally and a little bit into Vanguard as well. Your money is just depreciating every second it stays in Japan. It's so sad to see, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch the government just slowly execute the country. Like it's just they just don't seem to care. They talk a lot of talk, but they just don't do shit. They're letting the country rot. It's so sad, dude. They're letting the country rot and pay every last cent to them while they squander it on BS. If I was offered a job in like an art department within video game art design, characters designs, I would move out there for that job. I would move out there if I was retired. What else? If I won the lottery. I don't know. The only thing is if like I reach an age where I'm gonna be like an old folks home type thing, like elderly care center, I'd probably want that to be back in America. I can't imagine having to live my last days in a care home out there in Japan. They suck. They're like imagine your last few days are in a capsule hotel. That's about what they're like out there. Let's see. You should invest all your money into my new totally legit Kurdish Japanese fusion food. Count me in. Tell me where I sign. Can you send me a QR code right now? In fact, let me just start reading my social security numbers off to you so you can access my bank account. I'm totally down, Jonah. Count me in. Mark me down for hundreds of thousands of whatever it is you're making. Kurdish Japanese fusion truck. Let's see. We'll call it this is what we'll call it. We'll just just since it's fusion, we'll also fuse all the words too, and so we'll call it something like let's see, what do we got? Japan, we got fusion. Um, let's see what else. It's a food truck. We'll call it Jafuk. That's what we got, man. That's what I'm thinking. Definitely, like in Japan, people will be like, "What a wonderful name," and then people in America will be like, "What? Do you know what you're saying?" And then that makes it pretty legit. Um, yeah, I see this. I see this going well. Big money. Big money. Um, what would actually sell really well right now? Probably anything that's like an elderly care product right now in Japan, considering like half the country's like what is it? The average age in Japan is 63 now. It's insane. Like you would think the old people were dying off, but in fact the young people are. It's sad, dude. Ah, I want some Jafuk t-shirt. Me too. Me too. Um, and it needs like some kind of like English sentence on there, like food today. You are delicious. Something like that. It is. There's our motto. It is enjoy time to Jafuk. Right? Perfect. We'll do that and we'll sell Asahi along with it. Branded Jafuk adult diapers. Don't just collect your junk in our diapers. Get your Jafuk on too. Oh. I just have like worse as we continue to talk about this, like the products get worse and worse in my mind. Like elderly lube. Pro perfect. Jafuk elderly lube. We here at Jafuk know even in your elder golden years, there's still time for Jafuk. What do you think? What? I am probably losing subscribers by the second. Oh God. Oh no. Like it's Jonah. It's like you and me laughing at this, and the rest of the chat's just like, can we move on? Can we move on? Um, Misim, how about you? Have you been to Japan, Misim? Um, who else? Who else is on right now? Grumpy, Grumpy too. Grumpy. I want to ask you also, like, how is your character creation type stuff going? Like, you have like the little sewed up little characters that you've been making and stuff like that. How are those going? And just like, have you come up with any like cool new ideas for characters recently? You got? Are you just fucking kidding me? Food, the present enjoy most. I like that one. Food, the present enjoy most. Oh, that's a really good. Like you kind of nailed it there on the English. Present enjoy most. It is because present enjoy most. I've never been, but oh, you're moving next year. Okay, so what's the plan? If you don't mind sharing, if it's like your first time on here, and I'm like cracking into your private life. I don't mean to do that, but I do like to hear I just usually people come on here, we talk about like why they're going there and stuff like that. In fact, I hope Uncle Adrian signs on his situation with the nomad visa, digital nomad visa. That just sounds cool. That sounds like really cyberpunk. Yeah, you can be a street samurai or a digital nomad. Digital nomad visa. Does that not sound cyberpunk as hell? Um, what's the plan? If you don't mind sharing, if you don't want to share, just say I'd like to, not talk about. That's fine. I don't want to put you on the spot. But it's always I'm always just very interested in all the different reasons. There's so many more expansion to the horizon of what you can actually go to Japan for now. Um, I found out recently too there was that this whole point thing. There's like points. It's really interesting. I would be through a student visa for a language school. Ooh, good idea. Good idea. I always recommend when people are like, "How do I really learn Japanese?" It's like just go and learn. Like definitely the student visa is really the way to learn. Um, that's a great idea. I always, you wouldn't believe me, Sim, how many people come on here and they're like, "I'm pretty much fluent. I'm like level 2 on Rosetta Stone," and you're like, no, I don't. I don't think so. Or what's the other one people use? Rosetta Stone and God dang it, what's the name of that other one? Duolingo. I'm a level 5 on Duolingo. Look, it even printed me a certificate. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I can like ask where the bathroom is, and I can say, "Excuse me, sumimasen." Whoa, 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 yeah, peta peta, nah. All right. No, I'm not like, if you use those, that's okay. Like it's a great surface level. I used it. I used them before I went to Japan. Um, but once you actually get to Japan, especially if you get to Osaka where I did, and you find out, oh, there's a totally different dialect. This has helped me zero. Um, Damn, Jonah. Jonah は本当にペラペラになっちゃった。びっくりした。Um, that's I said. Jonah's become perfectly fluent. My teacher I have right now, um, on Preply. What's her name here? It's okay because I mean she's advertising herself as a teacher, so I can say her teacher name. It only tells me her first name anyway. And if you use her, please just don't schedule your lesson at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Um, Yukiko, I think, right? Oh, Yukako. Yukako. Yukako is by far the best teacher I have ever had. Um, Man, she like knocks it out of the park. Did I tell you guys that I found out I'm JLPT level 3? Like we've been doing JLPT. I'm really shocked I made it that far, dude. I'm like really like, whoa, oh my god, can't believe I'm level 3. So this name, dude, Jonah, you are actually fluent. You can answer anything like that. Um, Immersion plus language is probably the best way to learn. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Misum. You totally nailed it. It's totally true. How much do I pay? How much do you think, man? I bet you'd be shocked. I currently pay $7 for my teacher. That's it. $7 per 50-minute lesson, which is crazy. So I spend a total of 28 bucks for a whole month of lessons. And she makes the price, not me. Um, I think honestly she just enjoys it as a hobby. Um, I've noticed, I mean, um, I've noted this is what I've noticed on Preply. First of all, Preply, I don't get any sponsorship, I don't get any kickbacks. It's just great. I love using it. You can find lessons as cheap as $6, which tends to be people like up there in their age and stuff. Like I would guess Yukako is probably either my age or older. Um, which I'm 46. If you didn't know, I'm up there too. I'm not saying I'm a youngin. And they come on there. They're dressed however they want to dress. They're dressed to be relaxed and hanging out and just chilling. They don't got high tech stuff. They're usually in like a tatami room. Um, but they're gonna hit you with like for real everyday hardcore Japanese. And then yeah, I see what there's really expensive lessons. Like some people charge like 50 to 60. I've seen even more than I've seen up to 90 bucks per lesson. And it's always like a cool looking like TikTok influencer, young, most likely handsome or beautiful, and they're always like and like it's like they have a bunch of English that they can speak usually. Like probably their whole profile is written in English, and probably their English is pretty decent too. But that doesn't matter to you as a Japanese student, right? Like you don't want them to speak English. It's just gonna like break your immersion. and they tend to charge the most. So my advice to anyone: go on Preply, look for like the oldest Oji-chan or the oldest Oba-chan, sign up for that lesson. You're gonna get like real Japanese. Like she's going through and like teaching me like really really like advanced rules of grammar is what I need. My grammar is shit. Like for like a long time, um, I would always have to like say a sentence, cut it in half, and then say like shinai, like to like do a negative version. I'd be like, "Oh, have you ever done that? Ah, sore wa shina or shinakata." And you're not really supposed to do that. You're like, "I have never done this," is what you're really supposed to say, which is adding rarena. What? Yeah, yeah, what?
I got 101 on my math test.
What? 101?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, good job, man.
Yeah.
What did Hadel say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, okay. Good job, dude. I'm proud of you, man. Awesome, amazing, man. He got 101 on his math test, man. That's my boy. That's my Japanese boy. He's in 7th grade, but they're doing like algebra already. So that's my boy. He's in the advanced math class. Yeah. Okay. So like Jonah, that one's good. You have some teachers you'll go on there and they just want to talk and chat, and I feel like that helps a little bit. But someone like me, I need to be hit with like hardcore grammar. Like I need to finally learn how to use like the double negative. Like I need to learn, ichiban arigachi bunpo, the most commonly used grammar. And my sentences, I can usually get across anything I need to say, but I definitely get into some patchwork garbage when it comes to my Japanese. When I get into like really advanced stuff, like if I'm going to talk science or politics or like, anything emotional or psychological, like I start to get into this like really garbage patchwork Japanese where I'm really ashamed of it. I'm sounding a lot more adult now rather than like 6th grader who dropped out of school. Using particles, honestly, if you mess those up or like you drop them completely, almost all Japanese people don't care. I mean, I completely understand what you mean because you're like, wait, isn't this one ni? Don't I ni? Why is it to? Ni. I feel like it. One thing you would really do best, and like this is just, take it or leave it. I'm not a language channel for sure. I would never be one. Get a lot of vocabulary first. Worry about like understanding, hearing, listening, and using a lot of vocabulary, and you will find over time the particles just kind of imprint themselves into your mind as you use those words over and over again. Like you start to notice like, oh, ni is almost always like transferring something to another place. To is only used for really and or sometimes inside. And like, I don't know. I mean, oh, the honorific oh. I mean, you obviously only use it like when you're talking to like upper level management or like a boss or like your elder. What else? I don't know. Honestly, if you know a lot of vocabulary first before you understand the particles, you'll be shocked like how much you can speak with people. I used to kind of fret about that at the beginning. I'd be like, wait, is this one ni or to or what am I using here? Is it wa or is it ga? Like what? You'll start to realize like you're like, oh, this definitely switches to this. One big problem though that I still have is the suffix changing depending on the verb. So for example, you have like he did that fast, hayakata, all right? But suddenly if it's isogashi, I was busy, it becomes yata. And I don't understand why. I don't know. I know it because I've said it so many times, isogashi yata, I was busy. But why is it kata if it's hayakata? Like I was fast. So that I still have struggles like that. There's some suffixes that I'm just like, why though? Why does it switch? And then numbers, I want to fucking punch every Japanese number in the face. What the fuck, Japan? They're number. What? Oh God, numbers. Numbers. I don't understand why they keep switching with every goddamn thing. What? Why is day? Why does small animal? Why does big animal? Why does long object? Why does circular object all use a different number? You're killing me, Japan. Why? Number, dude. Yes, Jonah. No, look. Here's a little trick. All right, and just everybody use this unless you get like mega serious about Japanese. You can just add ko. All right, ko can count anything. You can say iko, niko, sanko. That'll be okay for anything. But if you try to get like really, man, even now, dude, my Japanese teacher's like, okay, that. Okay, now it changes to this. And I'm like, but why? And she's like, oh, whenever you reach number six in this kind of counting, it always switches. And I'm like, but it doesn't do that for the days. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know. And she's like, really, like, I think she's actually a certified teacher. Um, time? I don't know. Time's so easy because they're on a 24-hour clock. If you have trouble with 24-hour time, yeah. Just remember, always subtract 12, my friend. If you just subtract 12, you'll always understand it. But they stick to. Yeah, you're totally right, though. Yeah, I can kind of see that. And there's another one too. What the fuck? Okay, 1 minute, ipun, desho. Oh wait, we got the gofun. When it hits 5 minutes, it suddenly becomes hoon instead of poon. Why? Why Japan? Why? Why does the minute totally have a different word when it changes number? The numbers and stuff. Yeah, I could understand that. Like, okay, right now we got 7 o'clock at night, so you would say like, uh, what time? What's the minutes? Oh no, it's 8 o'clock now. Wow, I thought I started at around 7. I thought it was 7:50 when I started. Okay. So then you'd have to say 20, 20時間 or 20 oh, that's hard. 20 21分 20間21分 Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Maybe I can understand why that. It does sound weird that I'm saying 20, 21 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, Jonah. It passes. I can understand your struggle. What? I guess you know what I always used to do? I would always be like, good eye. Good eye. If you say good eye, that's like, it's about this time. So I'd just be like, 8時間ぐらい8時間ぐらい8時20ぐらい If I forgot how to say the rest of it. You can do that with any measurement, by the way. You can do. How far away is it? 50 kilometer ぐらい McDonald's. McDonald's. But then they have like different parts of Japan says it differently. McDonald's. Mako. Do you know Australians call it Mackers? And when I told them sometimes we call it Mickey D's, they're like, what the fuck? And they don't have Burger King in Australia. They have like, it's called something totally different. It's like Joe's. Hey, what's up, Non-Winner? Welcome back, man. Glad to see you again, man. How's all your creative stuff going, Non-Winner? I know you did um, you did some of those like it's not attention. Dear Nantoka Nantoka, dear whatever peoples. Yeah. My professor was from Hokkaido. Does Hokkaido have a dialect? That's interesting. I didn't even know. So you actually like went. I didn't know you went to school for Japanese, Jonah. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Sapporo? Was he from Sapporo? Why did we never have this conversation, Jonah? That's really interesting. McDonald's. Do you know? Do you know the restaurant First Kitchen? Have you ever heard of that one, Jonah? That's another fast food place out there. Um, So like the Japanese always do like a short style for a lot of words. Like for example, did you know um, what is it? It's Super Mario, so Super Smash Brothers. It's like Supasma. They call it like Supasma or like Susma. Like that's their like abbreviation. Like they abbreviate a lot of stuff. Like for example, okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger. They used to call him Schwarzschild, like little Mr. Schwarzenegger. Um, and First Kitchen. It's like another fast food restaurant. Their abbreviation for it is they call it fucking First Kitchen. Fucking. Be like, you want to go fucking? I'll be like, on the first date? Wow. Oh my god. Well, golly gee, let's go. And then she's like, do you want cheeseburger? And you're, what the fuck is this? I thought, but I thought, me too, fucking got daisuki. uh, I decided to check out some manga. What are you reading recently, Non-Winner? Kawabe Sensei. She's a freaking angel in the dark. Kawabe Sensei. I'll have to check that out. How long did it take you to learn hiragana and katakana? I don't understand the people that say they mastered it in a day or two. It probably took me like at least, I'd say for hiragana, I learned that really fast. Probably like 2 weeks, minimum 2 weeks. Um, Katakana fucking sucks, man. Don't some of this, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like a lot of the same mnemonic devices I use to master hiragana don't work when I try to transfer them to katakana, and it pisses me off. Katakana took me much longer. Katakana definitely took me like a month easily. Um, I will say, but please understand, like the people who say that they mastered that so fast, they were probably in Japan when they were studying it. Once you get out there, dude, you'll be surprised how fast you pick it up. Start to like in your mind, like make mnemonic devices that you see the letters of the romaji from the like so. Okay, how could I do this? Do I have a way to draw? Let me make a new one. New. Cancel. Dang it. I'm right now. I'm working on like a really important thing. I can't do it. I'll close out my other thing I'm working on. What? Psychopaths. Okay, that's a good one. And Pokemon Adventures. All right, all right. Let's see. What's the best manga? If I were ever, if so, someone say like I only have time to read like one manga. Um, I definitely say Flowers of Evil are the best. It's probably the best manga I ever read in my life. Flowers of Evil. Um, right? Do I have that title right? I always get it mixed up. Like it's either Flowers of Evil or Evil Flowers. No, I got it. Flowers of Evil. Now, do they call it Akuno Hana or do they call it Hana no Ako? Hana. Wait, I always forget. Like, cause I'll switch one of them, either the English or the Japanese. I always switch. Um, yeah. Well, every time I swear to God, every time I log on to like Wikipedia, it's like we know this is asking a lot, but we need a donation. Like they need a donation, like more than like Make a Wish kids. Um, oh, this is why it's so easily to mix up. There's a manhwa called Flower of Evil. That's why I'm like, I swear I keep switching it around in my mind all the time. It said this article is about Flowers of Evil, which is also commonly mixed up with Evil Flower or the Flower of Evil manhwa. Holy cow! So I have a okay. I'm not a complete idiot. Akunohana. Akunohana. Yeah, dude. If you ever, dude, check it out, man. Flowers of Evil. Akuno It's so good. Give it like time. You got to give time to get through the whole thing. Like if you read it from the first book all the way to the end of the last, you'll it's cathartic. That's all I can say. Did you ever live in Tokyo or just Osaka? No, I only lived in Osaka the whole time. I did go out to Tokyo quite a few times. People are always going to hate to hear this. I don't like Tokyo. And that's probably always going to piss off everyone who I'm not a fan. Everybody who ever asked me about Tokyo, they're like, but why, dude? Tokyo's so awesome. Not a fan, dude. It's too crowded. It's too globalized. Um, it's too touristy. Um, it just feels like a chore to be there. I was there for I think two different weddings. Um, I was there for a business trip one time. What was the other reason I had to go there? Oh, there's something my wife had like a some kind of like dentist convention she went to. I didn't attend that obviously, um, but God, I don't know. Like Akihabara's cool. Like that was really fun to check out. But I mean, everything that Tokyo has, Osaka has just like a little bit smaller version. Akihabara, Akiba, as you know, we got Denden Town back in Osaka. Um, Shibuya or Shinjuku, we have Amemuda back in Osaka. It's like the same type of fashion area. I don't know. You know, to each their own. I'm not gonna hate on anybody who loves Tokyo. If you love it, you love it. You know, more power to you. But man, just it's too fucking crowded. God damn it. I can't stand the crowds, man. It's too, like we're talking like cross the street and you're shoulder to shoulder. Like there's times in Osaka you have that too, but it's like if you're on at a store and there's like a big sale. But like in Tokyo, I just felt like everywhere I went, I couldn't get my own space. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a baby. I'm a whiner. Um, by the way, I don't know how long I'm gonna last tonight, guys. I woke up at 3 a.m. today. I could not sleep. I don't know why. So I'm already feeling it, and we're only at what 8:30. Yeah, I'm already feeling it. Like I can feel my eyes drooping. Let me just grab something to eat real quick. I'll be right back. But hit me up with any questions and like, um, yeah, and me Sim like hit me up with any question you have about moving there or anything. Like if you have any worries or like what should you do and stuff like that. Like, dude, hit me up. I love answering. I love hearing when people are about to begin their first new adventure there. It kind of gives me that same excitement I had. Um, Debo Snuggles. Oh, I love my big Debo. All right. Where's it? There you go. Oh, I know what I needed to update you guys on. Just to keep asking questions and stuff like that. That's fine. I just want to interrupt just for a second. That people wondering about the book, my TTRPG, my tabletop role playing game, Oracles of the Void. So the release date. Okay, so you guys know I had an editor looking at it. Well, he was like a guy who edits like small modules and stuff like that, and he was like, "Hey, I gotta tell you, like this thing's massive. Like, you need like the same." He said, "Like I go to an actual professional editor who does just like RPGs only." And he got me in contact with her. She gave me an insanely good price, a penny per word, which if you know anything about editors, like that's like a crazy price. Like, she's doing it because I'm friends with the guy who I did a bunch of artwork for his modules. Um, so I contacted her. I put money down. I got it started. And then while we're in the middle of it, she's like, "Hey, you got this. You got this saved in Google Docs." Yes, that's how I wrote it. I wrote it in Google Docs. I didn't. It's my first book ever, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. She's like, "Just a heads up. Like most people write this stuff in like InDesign, which I had never used. I hate Adobe. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big time Adobe hater. Okay, I'm not a fan of Adobe, Adobe Suite, Photoshop, Illustrator, etc. And my editor agrees. She said, "Yeah, it sucks. We got to pay these subscription units that are outrageous." So she's like, "What do you want to do? Like, after I edit it all, do you want to do the layout and stuff?" And I was like, I have it laid out already, but the problem is when it goes to print, like it's not gonna be printed professionally." So she's like, "All right, well, I do layouts too, but like that's a lot more. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, she's like, you don't have to do this. Like, you can just figure it out yourself by getting InDesign." And I was like, "No, no, I want a professional layout too." And she's like, "All right, if you're sure, like we'll write it into the contract." So I'm not only getting edited it. I'm also paying for professional layout too, which already she's run into a couple things. She's like, "Are you sure you want to, like, this is like kind of a major change, but are you sure?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, how did I not see that?" Like an editor will call stuff to you, to your attention at least, that you'll be like, "Oh yeah, like I totally like." I had written a whole chapter on like every race and where they're from, and then I wrote another chapter on like every race and how like where they're from gives them their advantage. And she's like, "You might want to just like combine these and make it its own thing." Like, she's like, "You don't really." I was like, "Oh yeah, but one's like lore and one's character creation." And she's like, "Just combine lore and character creation together." And I'm like, "You could do that?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Yeah, any way you can streamline it, please streamline it." So yeah, there's some major changes happening to it as far as like display of information, how it's laid out. Oh, and she's super cool. Like, because I'm a noob. I'm a total noob. Like, I'm like asking her probably like the big dumb questions that no one probably ever asks her because I have no idea what I'm doing. It's my first book, and she's like, "Okay, there's like a difference between an editor and a line editor. This is what one does, and there's a difference between layout and InDesign layout. If you do it in InDesign layout, then when you get the final finished edit quality and layout, it's ready for print. Are you going to print this, or is this only going to be a PDF?" And I was like, no, I definitely want to have it like you can buy a hardback version. And she's like, "All right, I'll include one copy of your book with the price of my layout editing." So I get a copy for free of my own book from paying her to do line editing, full editing, chapter editing, and design layout. Oh, and she said she's like, I have to be like listed. But I didn't even understand that this. After your editor lists themselves. Oh, and she's not asking for any rights to it. Like, she doesn't need royalties or anything like that, which is huge. Um, and once an editor lists themselves as a, what do you call, a credit, that's what it is. After any editor, it's not just her, but once they make themselves, and they have to be like an actual, like, for real editor with like like known in the business and stuff like that, that makes it copyright finally. Because I was also wondering about that. I'm like, where do I apply for the copyright on this? And she's like, "That's part of my job. Like, after I finish it and my name is in the credits, that's also adding copyright to this. Like, that's one of the things you're paying for." Gillis, Guileless Veracity, what's up? This is somebody new. Why was your message taken away? Just so you know, Guileless, if your message was deleted by Google, nobody here did it, I don't think. Um, it's sometimes just a word will suddenly change it. Aggressico, yeah, Aggressico is actually like a really good representation of like all the problems with Japan. If you really want to know like what really pretty much pisses Japanese people off or annoys them, pretty much Agretsuko is like an incarnate version of that. It would say if a mod did it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So that's a. I just this is the first time Guileless has ever been on our stream, so I don't want you to think like we're here censoring anything you say. We never we unless you start advertising something like in a insane way or what was the one thing we had one time? It was like, hey, have you guys ever tried yoga stretching? And we were like, yeah. And it was like, this is a quick way to climax while yoga stretching or something. We're like, what? Get out of here. It was definitely some kind of bot selling some kind of sex stuff, but um, yeah. Just so you know, we're not trying to block you. Hey, Meadow, what's up? Happy to see you here. In Nature Nerd too, even though I started already talking to you, I want to say hello, welcome back. Um, I look a little sickly. Yeah, well, I was looking bad in Japan sometimes. I look back on some of those old videos and I was like, oh God. Like I had like no color in my face and stuff. And there's like super bad bags under my eyes. Usually I won't look so great by the end of the week because number one, I work out a ton during the week, and then I do school on top of it. And then recently I've started, I have two different tutors that I'm learning art history and Japanese from. So I feel like recently I'm kind of pushing myself a bit. But there is like an end point to all of this. Like once I pass my FCTE K through 12 teacher certification test, I can kind of take a lot off of my busy list. But I still have time for you guys, and that's what counts. I'm alright. How are you? I'm a bit tired. I freaking couldn't sleep. Woke up at 3 a.m. today and couldn't sleep. And so, as I've been telling everybody here, I already feel like I'm halfway in bed. Actually, Jonah, you might be interested in this. I have recently stumbled upon a game maker, super cheap games. We're talking like anywhere from like 60 cents to $1. When I'm saying cheap, I mean cheap. I just finished playing this insane game called Moment of Moonset, and another one called I believe it's called Fuga. And okay, let me check the name here. And they are. I think I paid 60 cents for Moment of Moonset, and then I paid I think $1 for this not Fuga. It's called Fuchsia Overnight Star. Oh no, I'm sorry, Overnight Stay. It's written kind of strange. And I believe this is the same. I can't tell you the developer's name though, because it's all in kanji, and it's not Japanese; it's Chinese kanji. Hold on. I believe it's all the same one. Oh, it just went on for $1.99. Uh-oh, it's doubled in price since I played it. It was on sale for a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second here, guys. Is that the publisher? No? Wait, give me a second. Let me check who the publisher is on this. They have a ton of games, actually. Wait. Valve's testing indicates that... Yeah, it does. They were asking me, does it work on the Steam Deck? And so, yeah, definitely. Okay, give me a second. Let me check. Developer. Oh, they're not showing like every game they make. Why not? Okay. Crap, there's no. They don't have any translation for it. Anyway. Oh no, dude. Moment of Moonset went up to $8.99 now? Dude, I bought it for 60 cents. That sucks. Dude, this guy's games, they're amazing. Like, the ideas are, like, just so out there. It's horror, right? But it's like dark surreal horror, and they're like visual novels. It's kind of half visual novel, half like click and point, kind of like the old school King's Quest type game. And they're crazy cheap. Like, we're looking at $2.99, free to play, $5.99, free to play, and $6. And the one I bought, it was on sale for 60 cents. The ideas are like way the fuck out there. Like, they're so out there. Like, um, Fuchsia is not so crazy. You're spending the night in like a really rundown, shitty hotel in the middle of China, and like all these like horrific accidents keep happening at the hotel. It's pretty interesting. Like, they get really gruesome, like in a splatterpunk novel type of way. But this other one called Moment of Moonset. Okay, I'll just you can play this in the demo. So I'll give you just like an intro. You start out as a little girl that when she was well, you're playing as the adult girl, but when she was little, her best friend was a giant hand called Hand or Hand Chan. And one day, whoever Han Chan was got sick, and the hand got really pale and kind of withered a bit, and then moved away from the hole it used to always come out of in the fence. And now that she's an adult, she's living like, you know, what do the Chinese call it? The six, what is it? The 969 day of work. So they work 6 days a week. Nine, was it 9 hours a day? What is it? It's like some crazy amount of work. Anyway, she's working like a crazy amount of work, and she's like lost all her goals and dreams and motivation. And she's like, I wish I could go back to a simpler time where I was just that little kid imagining my friend Hand. And so she visits her hometown just to see what's going on. And to her surprise, she realizes Hand wasn't made up in her head, but was a real existing entity. And she goes on the search to find out what this giant hand is connected to. And that's it. I'll stop you there. It just gets fucking crazy. Like earth shattering, like surrealistic, just like it's good. Like, the ideas are dark, weird, twisted, but it all like, at first you're thinking like, this is just a bunch of random fucking crazy ideas that are interesting, super dark, but there's no way they're going to connect all of this. And it connects. By the time you reach the end of the game, you start to realize like, oh my god, it all made sense at the end, like why all this weird stuff happened in her life. And it's like part psychological, part sort of like PTSD, and like, it's really interesting. I don't know. I was really impressed. That the translation is shit. Like, they've definitely machine translated it, but it's good enough that you understand what's going on. Kind of like Corpse Party. No. Do you know what I've played recently that's kind of like Corpse Party? Do you guys know Black Souls? Have you played that before, Black Souls? Oh my god. What is that warning, Jonah? Earth sharding. Oh, because non-winner said earth sharding. What are you guys talking about? My favorite part was City Walk Sky, wife arguing with him. I don't know if anybody plays Black Souls. Let me know. That game, I've recently started to play that too, and holy shit, like, that is definitely a game. It is. Anyway, sorry. I want to get back to answering the questions and stuff. I want to make sure. Oh, Jennifer Matt, what's up, dude? Dude, the summer Hikaru died. That is a crazy awesome manga. That, like, you think it starts out kind of like, okay, this is just some sad dudes, right? But then it starts to like that's kind of you know what it kind of reminded me of like how twisted and weird it starts to get was have you read Boys Abyss? I kind of felt like the same thing where at first you think like this is kind of a simple idea and then you're like wait a second, this gets really dark. Whoa, this gets like super weird and dark. Like great recommendation, Geographer Matt. Definitely, definitely. Um, what happened? Did Guileless Veracity just give up? I'm sorry, dude. That sucks, man. He's probably like, what? They're gonna mute the first thing I say? Fuck this. I'm sorry, dude. Wait, it's an anime now? When did that start? Has that always been around? I've only read the manga. How do you feel about? Do you feel like the adaptation's really good? All I gotta say, man, is if you read a manga like The Summer Hikaru Died, you start to realize why Japanese manga is doing so much better than American comics. Like, it's an idea so unique and like so out there that there's no American comic, even like horror comics, even like Vertigo, Image, whatever, like anything indie like Dark Horse or something like that. No one's come close to telling like such a weird out there dark story like that. And that's why like manga is kicking ass in America even. Like manga's selling 1 billion times more than any comic that is slowly dying off here. Don't get me wrong, I love classics. Batman, Spider Man's cool, but when you come out with Batman redone again the 300th time, and meanwhile Japan is coming out with an idea that's so out there in left field like that, or even the one I mentioned earlier, Aku no Hana, I mean, American comics have like no chance. Like the level of creativity is it's just nowhere close to the same level. America's still got some great artists, of course, but what the fuck with American comics? Like, why are they so afraid to take a chance? It's like the same as American cinema now. America cinema is like the same idea over and over and over and over and over again. What? Hey, what about another superhero movie? Hey, have you guys heard about superheroes? What about it, Scream Part 100? What about I know it? You guys remember I Know What You Did Last Summer? What if we made that again? Are you what? What about we reboot some of the stuff you like? We just reboot a new movie idea. No. How about we reboot Karate Kid again? How about that? No, what? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, how did I meet Matt? Dude, Matt is like such a just an awesome, good, down to earth guy. That's how. First of all, I was a little bit angry. I saw some of Matt's customers had been scammed, but then I investigated it and I found out no, Matt's customers were not scammed. Matt and his customers were scammed by da 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 Ken Cannon, the biggest scammer to ever come to the J vlogging community. Unfortunately, where Matt could have done a little bit better is by researching who Ken Cannon is, but sadly his research had to be done IRL, and he found out that guy's the biggest scam in the world, dude. He's stolen so much money from people. Poor Matt. So once I found that out, I was like, oh, Matt, dude. I did a React video. I was like, and I start out in the React video where I'm kind of like, oh no, what did this guy do? And then he's like, and then Ken stopped showing up for the collab classes, and I couldn't tell my students anything because he just stopped showing up. And why I know Matt's telling the truth, because this is the third time Ken has pulled this scam. He did it one time by himself. A second time, he pretty much garnered advertising and everything from J-vloggers. Like he even got Give Me a Break Man in on the scam. And it's not, I'm not saying he was part of the scam. Give Me a Break Man lost money because Ken was like, hey, look, I need you to like talk about and promote my class. I'm going to pay like this amount for every class that's signed up. He did all this work and like advertised his stuff on every video. And then Ken stopped making his classes. And then on top of it, just never paid Give Me a Break Man. Just disappeared. And it was always the same excuse: family issues, family problems. But then it doesn't make any sense because then he's like, all right guys, it's time I told you the true story of what happened. My girlfriend broke up with me and I was like so nervous and in such a wreck that the thumb drive I had with all the classes on it, I was walking out of an elevator, and you know how there's like that gap between the elevator and the floor? I dropped it down there. And that was all the classes, and I just couldn't get it out of there. I felt hopeless. And what's worse is I felt hopeless for you guys because you guys couldn't get the classes either, and you'd already paid for them. But the thumb drive had already fallen down the crack between the floor and the elevator. Boo 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 boo. Fucking loser, dude. What the I don't know. It just pisses me off when people scam people. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, and what the fuck are we doing here? What's going on? Sucks, man. So anyway, I started to talk to Matt about that. Found out he's a super cool dude. And then he started to talk to me about how like his goal in Japan is like to start his own business, and I was like, oh man, I did that. That didn't go so hot. So we got talking about that, and I was like, well, how about you just like come on the show, and we collab. And he was like, yeah, man. And I was in Osaka. He happened to be visiting Osaka at the time, and he's like, where can we meet? Like, what's a place that's like not too loud? And I was like, you want to just come by my house if you don't mind? He was like, oh, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend right now. I was like, just bring your girlfriend, dude. I don't care. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, bro, my wife and I don't care. Like, yeah, we're totally cool. Came over, did the whole offering you some tea, come on in, relax. Sat down ready to go, and he did it like a pro, man. Awesome guy, man. And then I told him later, I said, like, if you ever any questions about, like, you have to apply for all these tax forms, and like, the worst is, you got to get health care for your employees, which of course, like, I'm not going to deny my employees that, but what you don't think about when you're setting up a business in Japan is how much that costs your business to give those people health care. It takes a big chunk out of your pay. One of the reasons I could like never really climb out into making decent money. I'm not gonna deny my employees like health care, but you got a ton of taxes you got to pay. You got health care you got to pay. Then you have insurance on your own business that you got to pay, since I had students there and stuff that were kids. All kinds of stuff. Tattoo Games, what's up, dude? Is Give Me a Break Man cool? Give Me a Break Man is awesome. I've hung out with him so many times. He is a character, man. Like, the way you see him in his videos, that is him, dude. He is not, like, he's not putting on a character. He's not putting on a show. He is being ultra authentic him. The craziest thing about Give Me a Break Man, like that it's still to this day, it blows my mind, is we'll go hang out, tour anywhere. He'll come see anything with you. Like if you're like, hey, I want to check out this festival and make a video, he'll be like, cool, let's do it. All right, let's do it. You'll meet up. He's just as prepared as you are. But he is so extroverted. Like, like the gift of gab, right? I'm sure you've heard that saying before. But he will talk to, like, anybody. Like, he'll talk to anybody to the point that, like, you'll be walking around with him, you're both filming, and then you're like, hey, what if we get this part? And then you look over and, where did he go? He's, like, gathered, like, a group of, like, 5 different Oji-chans who are dressed up in, like, some kind of cosplay for the festival. And, like, in this, like, series of jokes and hanging out with them and drinking with them already. And you're just, how the fuck does this guy do it? He just talks to anybody. Like, he, I've never seen a guy be able to be so extroverted and just like, I can't do that. Like I can't. I'm too much of a nerdy homebody. That's the only thing that really shocked me hanging out with him. That and just some of the times, some of the times I've hung out drinking with him, man, that guy can drink. And he says and does some really wacky, sort of almost like cartoonish type stuff when he gets a few sheets to the wind. I mean, nothing bad or anything like that. Just, what are you doing? Stop. He challenged me to like an arm wrestling contest in the middle of like all these like chafloggers one time. It was like really, it was like the first time I met him too. Um, no, he is a character, man. He is like he's as real as it gets, man. And he's a good dude too. Like just a really good dude. There's times I got like angry about stupid shit on YouTube, and I gave him shit for it. Like I mean we've like fought back and forth like real friends do. And he's always able to like let it just go under the bridge. Like now I've realized before in the time there's times where like he was too angry about something that was minor, I was too angry about something that was minor, but we never stopped being friends. We always like talked through it. Um, work things out. I think one of the things that kind of made us like um, ever get into like fights about anything at all. It had nothing to do really with each other. We were just going through like hard parts of our life. Like when you have a brand new baby and you're barely getting any sleep, and someone's like, "Hey, you shouldn't say this in your video," and you're like, "Dude, fuck you, man. I stayed up all night making that goddamn video, taking care of my kid, and fuck you for hating my." And like, you realize later, you're like, "Dude, I just was tired. Like, I was being a baby. I don't know." Him and I have both gone through like the growing pains of like learning how to be a father. Everybody just thinks like the second you have a kid, oh, you're father material now. No, no, that's not quite how it works. It's kind of a fake it till you make it type of situation. Adam Soso, someone new. Do I miss Japan? I definitely miss Japan. There's a lot of parts about Japan that I miss. I miss the simplicity of life. Like life's way more simple out there. I miss the fact that nobody gets all worked up over politics. Um, oh, is what? Give me a break, man. Is he an English teacher, dude? That man does fucking everything, dude. He is. He still runs his own school. I don't believe that's his main source of income though, because he has so many jobs. He's like a fake pastor, which yes, that's a real job in Japan. Pretending you're a pastor. It's not illegal or anything. He's not like lying to people. It's just there's companies there that are like, hey, can you come wear this collar and pretend you're a pastor for this wedding or whatever? Totally legit business out there. Um, he does a bunch of different stuff. Like he still does like um, ALT teaching, Kiowa teaching, runs his own school. I mean, he's even still done gigs where I think like he even does like some small acting parts every once in a while and like commercials and stuff like that. And just he does everything, man. He never stops. That man has more energy. I've never seen someone have so much energy. Like I said, like really outgoing, really extroverted. Working 25 different jobs. It feels like all the time. Um, you know, Meanwhile, being a really good full time father, um, just amazing, amazing amounts of. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's like, how much older? He's like 10 years older than me, isn't he? He's like 56 now. And he still kicks my ass with how much energy he's got to do stuff. I don't know how the hell he does it. And he's got two kids too, just like me. I don't know how the hell he does it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I miss about Japan. I miss the food probably the most. Like the food is so good. Like eating fish in America sucks. After you've eaten it in Japan, you just feel like all fish in America is like just shit. But all pizza and burgers in Japan is kind of shit too. Um, been a minute. How you been? Yeah. How about you too, Thrust? I haven't talked to you in an age, man. But that's good. I'm so happy to see you back, man. I have a question, Scott. By the way, welcome, Tattoo Games. Always love to have you here, Eric. I have a question. Has there been any Japanese horror or folklore that has actually creeped or scared you? Um, The one we watched recently was pretty fucking scary. Best Wishes to All. That was pretty creepy. There's got to be one though. Hold on. Oh, Caterpillar. Um, that is one of the few movies I watched where I was just like, holy shit, man! Like, it's it's not like really bloody or gory. It's just like just I don't know how to say, like, just overwrought, like overwrought with just like, I mean, it's kind of a horror movie, but it's also just kind of like a, it's depressing. I don't want to ruin it. It's about a guy who comes back after World War II uh, with some damage. How about we put it that way? I don't want to spoil any of it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's a good movie. Like, but afterwards you're just gonna be like, what did I just watch? Like, you'll definitely be left with, like, the television version of PTSD. I don't know how to explain it. I was like shocked. Like, my wife rented that movie. Like, that's what blew my mind. Was she's like, "Oh, I heard this was really good," and my wife made it through it just fine. She's just like she's watched a ton of horror movies with me. Um, she's pretty big horror fan like me, but man, that one, I was like, what is this? And she's like, you never heard about this? Really famous Caterpillar. It won a bunch of awards and everything, but holy shit, man, that movie, I was just like, is there anyone that like really scared the crap out of me though? Dang, have you watched not Ju-on the movie, and I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but Ju-on Origins. It's a series, it's a TV series. I know that sounds corny. Like, you're probably like, what? Are you serious? Hasn't there been enough Ju-on stuff? It's totally made by a different director and like totally very different from the actual movies. And it deals a lot with real life horrific things like murders and real crime that has happened in Japan. But it gives it, well, I don't want to spoil it. If you want to see like one of the things I thought was one of the scarier pieces I've ever watched from Japan, that's one of them. Let's see what else. Oof, got a piece of chip on the filter. Dang. Is there anything else that like really? I think those are the big ones. I'd highly recommend all of them. Like, if you're a big horror fan, go for it. Recently, I finally subscribed to Shudder, by the way. So I'm gonna see what I can find on there that I haven't watched before. All right. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm right behind you. Mine is Monday. What's Monday? Who who hates a lot of people? Oh, yeah. Oh wait. You're saying Tikio Sam says he hates? Yeah, I don't know. Like, he hates everybody, doesn't he? Yeah. He won't talk to me anymore. Um, I have always heard that it's uncommon outside of the states. If I'm in a good mood, I tend to be like that. Strike up combo. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, but like, I will tell you, like, when Give Me a Break Man talks to people, they they love it, dude. He does not. I don't know how he does it, but when he strikes up a conversation with people, they look like they are having like the best time of their life. Like, they are smiling, they are laughing right away. And you are right. Like, starting up random conversations with people in Japan is considered kind of odd. Like, if you were at the bus stop waiting for the bus and started to be like, "So, how's your day going?" Like, they'd be like, "I des." Like, they don't want to. but I don't know how he does. It must be like the the vocabulary or how he introduces himself or his politeness or his etiquette. But I can tell you every time I've turned around and I'm like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's talking to like another group of Obachans, and they are already like laughing and giggling, like, oh my gosh, what you're saying is so funny. You're so right about that. Isn't that crazy how that happened? Like, how do you do this, man? Like, he's definitely got some sort of like natural charisma to like talking to anybody. And then the same thing goes for like English too. I mean, he'll see other gaijin and just be like, "Hey, man, what are you doing here? Like, you do what?" And they're just like, "Oh yeah, I'm having a great time." Like, he, like I said, he's got the gift for gab. He really does. Like, nobody looks like, excuse me, like, why are you stopping to talk to me? I've never seen anybody react like that. Like, I just remember hanging out with Daichen, which Daichen hasn't made videos in ages. Betamax DC, which another guy who's retired. Um, and I think there was one other. Oh, Radry. I believe Radry was there with us. I think he's still making videos. And we'd be walking with him and be like, "Oh no, he's talking to another person. I hope he's not bothering them." And we'd turn around and they'd be like, "Oh yeah," and like giving him like free stuff and everything. Like, anybody who tells you he pisses people off, they're lying, dude. He doesn't like. There. What was the fight? I think the fight that happened with him and Sam was kind of the same reason Sam and I had kind of a falling out. Um, Sam relinquished the um, Hanami Matsuri party, the Sakura Blossom party, um, and he said like I don't want to have to do it anymore, which is totally understandable. It's a lot of work. I did it for Osaka every year, and you have to like get all these invites out, make sure you have multiple videos announcing it. You know, check to make sure it's not going to be rainy on whatever day you chose. Check to make sure you're still in the season of the Sakura blossoms. Meanwhile, like I'm taking care of two kids, working a full time job. I'm married, you know, which is like a full time job in itself. And you know, so I understand why Sam didn't want to do it anymore. But he did it kind of weird, where like he said, I'm not doing it. I'm handing it over to Phoenix, I believe. Isn't that the name he goes by? I'm pretty sure. He gave it to him, and Phoenix took it over and started to do all the work for it, send out the invites, make the videos, make Facebook posts, make forum posts, and then like a day, it was like a no, not a day, it was like a week before the party was about to start. Sam got back online and was like, "Look, guys, I think I still want to run this. We're just going to do it on a different day. Don't listen to what Phoenix says. I'm going to have it at this place at this time." And of course, like, Phoenix is pissed. He's like, "Dude, what the fuck? Like, I just put all this work into it and you're trying to, like, spoil it for me? And, like, change the day and then, like, invite other people?" And he was like, "What? It's like a different party. Don't worry about it, dude." And it's like, no, you know what you're doing. You handed it over. You realized at the last second you'd still want to do it. And I believe Give Me a Break Man stepped in at that point because he lives closer to them out in Nagoya, and was like, "Dude, this is not cool." Like, he made his own video, like, "This is fucked up. Like, you handed it over. What are you doing?" I got pissed off about it too. Like, I actually had a talk with Sam about it at that time. It was one of the few times he still took a chance to talk to me. And I remember Akasan was there, and some traveling. I forget what his name is. I'm not good at remembering all these names. I'm bad at memorizing names. Traveling Travis or something was his name or something. Was there too on the call, and like you're not allowed to record it. And um, Sam kind of backed down after that. Was like, "You're right. That was kind of fucked up of me to do, and I shouldn't have done that." And um, you know, he was pretty rational about it. Um, but it was the fact that like at the last second he started to like you know, talk shit about Phoenix and also like, you know, try to change the day and everything. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, not cool. And so that's pretty much what Give Me a Break Man did. He got on there and made a video. It was like, "This is fucked up. Like, why would you do this at the last second? Phoenix has put all this work into it." And you know, Sam was pissed at him. He was just like, you don't fucking know what you're talking about. You don't know what actually happened between me and Phoenix." And it's like, well, I mean, you have video evidence of you saying Phoenix is taking it over. So what don't I understand? I don't know. There's always drama with him, man. There's always some kind of drama. I tried to get back in contact with him and, you know, try to uh, unsow the seeds of discontent, but it's impossible. You know, and in Sam's favor, I mean, he's never changed who he is. He's the same guy as when he got to Japan. He's got the same bravado, um, the same kind of humor, the same kind of disposition about his thoughts on Japan and Japanese people. And he's still there. It's still working for him. So I guess he can't knock it that much. But I will say, there's not many J vloggers left who still talk to him. Um, Unfortunately, whether that's I don't know, like he like I don't know. Um, yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I miss talking to the guy. Sometimes he's like really fun to talk to. Like I honestly, we had a lot of the same interests and stuff, especially when it came to video games. So I miss talking to Sam. His humor is really funny sometimes. Like sometimes very crude, where I don't, especially when it comes to talking about women, I don't share a lot of his same feelings about women. Um, but um, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. This is a lot. Meadow. You're just catching. I've talked about this before. Like there was like a big falling out between a bunch of us. Um, I'm not. I don't want to rehash this again. This is too much. Sam never grew up. He doesn't sound like a. I think Sam grew out more than he grew up. I shouldn't say this awful. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I gotta shut up. I'm sorry. Sam, there is a genuinely good guy inside of Sam. All right. There was. I'm not gonna mention any names and stuff, but one time there was a J vlogger who was very near to committing self deletion, and Sam was one of the few people who reached out, along with a couple other J vloggers, and went to go to that guy's apartment and check in on him. And I'll never forget that. And the guy who he checked in on to this day is a really good dude, who um, I think was really given the short end of the stick. I mean, he was really, and I don't know. So there's like a good dude inside of him. It just sometimes he finds something that really pisses him off, and like he can't stop being angry about it, and it leads to like a fallout with whoever the person is, and then like he betrays people by talking shit about them. They betray him by talking shit about him. I've been guilty of doing it myself with him, and there's a falling out. I don't know. It's sad. I miss the whole J vlogging group. See all these folks living in Japan. I feel like I'd be lucky if I even get to once. You know, I wanted to stay a while, maybe go back and forth. You can. Non-winner, you could totally do it. Non-winner, if you're like super, super serious, like you're super serious, want to get your shit together, and really get out there and stuff. Message, email me, and I'll even give you. Well, wait, you're in the UK, right? Um, anyway, you could email me at theofficialunrested@gmail.com or Scott M as in Michael Ackerman.com at gmail.com. Sorry, and I'll help you. I'll walk you through it step by step. Like I'll help you get your shit together and get you set up. If you're really serious about it, I mean, I'll help you, dude. Like you've helped me out with some stuff in the past with like making media for me and like, So I'm more than willing to help you, dude. If you really, really, really want to do it, dude, I'm serious. I've always done that. Oh, and you're in the USA. I don't know. Why did I always think you were in the UK? I don't know what the hell made me think that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, non-winner. What was it? Why did I think you were in the UK? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I can definitely walk you through the process then. 100%. I'll take you through it step by step. No lie. Message me, email me, and like let me know like what point you're at with getting stuff together. All right. BRB, going to the bathroom. Sorry, no bio breaks. Banned for life. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Um, okay, what else? I talk forever and then I miss a bunch of stuff. Oh, Happy birthday, Jonah. What, this is you're finally turning 21, right? Like you're able to drink for the first time. Am I correct on that? I'm pretty sure. Well, happy birthday. Please practice temperance. And call me at some point and we'll do a late night prayer session together to make sure that you keep Jesus in your life as you move into your. I'm just fucking with him. um, Not that there's nothing wrong with Jesus or anything like that. I just can't imagine me being the person to do that. Um, he blocked me because I asked a question about his Japanese course and he got mad and said, I don't have to prove myself to anyone. Yeah, see, that's kind of what happened with him and I. Kind of almost the exact same thing. For some reason, one time when he was talking to me, he started like telling me all this stuff about what I need to do with my channel. Like you need to do this and this, and I was like, I don't. Sorry, I don't really need like unsolicited advice. I'll just do what I do. I don't plan on being famous. I don't plan on getting big on YouTube. Um, I just like to hang out. And he kept giving me the advice, and I was like, dude, I'll. I said something really mean. I said I'll take your advice when I take your dieting advice or something like that. And he got really pissed and blocked me. And it wasn't cool. I shouldn't have said that. But then, such a long epic. Yeah, but don't take, dude. Me Sim, just so you know, like he's done this to like tons of people. Um, I mean, there's like a ton of people on his channel blocked because they'll ask him. They'll be like, "Wait, I think you like said this wrong. Like, don't they not say it this way in Japan or in Japanese?" And he'll be like, "Fuck you. I don't have to prove anything." Like, I've seen that happen over and over and over. Even like on his live streams and stuff, where they'll be like, "Wait, you said you're on like this kind of visa, but it doesn't make any like if you." Oh well, whatever. Yeah, I've seen it happen. What has happened to you has happened over and over and over again. And it's happened with us even as like J vloggers. Like he's kicked us out of stuff. I've been kicked out of a chat with him because I asked too many questions or said the wrong thing. He's very sensitive. Let's put it that way. He's very, 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 very sensitive. Um, he's, like, I think the best way to put it is like water off a duck's back, right? Like he wants to act like that's how things are. Water off a duck's back, but for him, like every question or anything like that is more like lava. Like it's just like sinking in lava. He's like, no. Um, but we're always going to be questioned. We're making ourselves public figures. You got to open yourself up to it, and you got to admit like when you fuck up. And I think you got to do that live sometimes. Like you really got to. Um, you kind of got to bare your soul and just like it's okay, man. Like we're human. Like it's all right. I'll totally admit I said like I talk shit to him. I talk shit about him, and I shouldn't have. Um, he's where I can call him stupid, but he's like unable to change his stance on anything once he's set, unless changing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You kind of got it nailed, Trustavius. I wouldn't call him stupid, but he's like unable to change. Yeah, it's I don't know if it's because there's been other times where like I've had a talk with him after we got in a fight and like he's admitted like I kind of went too far with that, huh? And I'd be like, yeah, dude, that wasn't cool. And like, I've had to admit that too. There was definitely times I said rude shit to him, um, but sometimes there's no coming back. Like sometimes he'll say something and then refuse to turn face on it. Be like, whatever, that guy still fucking sucks. I hate him. Like, all right, dude. I can't really say there's anybody in J vlogging I hate. Probably nobody, I don't think. I don't hate Sam at all, dude. In fact, I would still talk to him. I'd do a live stream with him. I wouldn't care. It'd be funny as hell. I bet it'd be really funny, actually. Um, Once Sam has an opinion, it calcifies. That is that That's going on his biography. That's going to be like the slogan on the front. How to calcify your opinions. Um, Read it. No name. What's up, dude? No name. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Happy weekend to you too, my friend. Um, my body is a temple, and Jesus is my temple, brah. And she said, your body is a temple, and Jesus is a temple. Does that mean you and Jesus like? I don't know, man. I mean, to each their own. I'm cool with it. Gay, bi divine. Oh, really, Jonah? Uh, well, this is the best though, right? Like this is the best. Like I can sit here with a group of you guys, and we can just like talk shit, make jokes, have fun, laugh about. This is what it's all about. Who do we got? Luger. Just get some random job. I started working at a factory to afford traveling to Japan. Yeah. I mean, Luke's right. Yeah. I mean, what was I working before I moved to Japan? Oh, I was a property manager. Ugh, don't get that job. Yeah. I mean, Luke's right. Like, Um, save up like what? How much? What are we talking about? Like maybe 2,000, 3,000 for the plane ticket at this point. Although I went to Japan with my son, two plane tickets, round trip for only $2,750, just this last summer. So I mean, you can do it pretty cheap, but you got to really search around. You got to also make like I bought that 6 months in advance. Melado, welcome back. Sorry, but you've already been banned for taking a bio break. Okay, apologize. Just the way the law of how it works here. Did you see the mini comics I posted? No, where did you post those? Oh, were they on the Discord? This must have been recent. Oh shoot, I've gotten like a billion messages. Holy shit. Uh, okay. Oh. Uh, all right. I'm really happy. I sent my mom some flowers, like to say thank you. Like she always helps me, like with a bunch of stuff. Like my son had to go get a booster, a shot. Tdap. If you know what a Tdap is, tetanus, diphtheria, aluminum tinfoil. I don't know what all those letters stand for. Um, and I sent her some flowers. Like, dude, goddamn, flowers in America are expensive as shit. What the fuck, you guys? Like, yeah, flowers in Japan are like still crazy, crazy cheap. Like, you can buy a decent sized bouquet for like $30. I paid $65 to have flowers delivered to my mom. What the hell, dude? Imagine how much that is per stem. I'm sure those cost like nothing to grow. And when they got there, I felt like they looked like shit. And she's like, "No, don't worry. Like you have to cut off the stems and add this stuff to it, and they'll suddenly like really sprout up and be bright and stuff." And when I saw the picture, I was kind of like really bummed out. I'm like, "What the hell did I pay for? It looks like garbage. This is for my mom, dude." And no, she put it in a vase and cut the stems like they said, and put the flower food or whatever the hell it is, and they look amazing now. So okay, that's good. Because the picture, you should have saw all the different pictures. I was just like, what the hell? Um, I'm just going to tell her I'm happy to see that. Okay. All right. But just to say thank you for picking up my son to go get his booster shot. I sent her a bunch of flowers and a thank you note. Um, oh shit. There's a new VHS movie coming out. Oh damn, It's called VHS Halloween. Dude, I don't know if you guys are horror movie fans. That's exciting news. All right. Sorry, let me get back to the conversation. Make sure I'm not missing you guys. I'm making crazy money doing that. What are you doing? Lowball people on Facebook Marketplace for niche items. Oh yeah, I've seen some people like on YouTube and stuff like that. Like they just collect a bunch of items and then resell and like just they make their whole life off of that, which is incredible. Like they'll buy like a massive crate of something and then just find people who really need it and mark it up slightly and make a ton. That's wild. I mean, hey, good on you. That sounds awesome. What's the crown for? Have you watched any new anime lately? And how about you know what I started watching? I finally got Shudder. Oh my god, I couldn't remember. I almost never buy streaming services, but I bought Shudder because I'm just kind of sick of having to try and find every horror movie that I want to watch, and Shudder's got them all. I'm going back and watching Vampire Hunter D. It's been kind of redone, like cleaned up a bunch and stuff. It looks amazing. God, what an out there idea. So that's what I'm talking about. Japan's just got. There's nothing close to that. I guess the closest thing we would have in America is, and I bet you it's done by Japanese. Let me check. I bet you Japanese do it, even though I say like, no, well, America's got something similar. It's this. And it's like, oh no, wait, it's done by Japanese people. Okay. 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 This is. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. All right. I think I'm right about this. It's saying that the Castlevania anime is actually done in America. So I would say that's the closest thing to Vampire Hunter D. Um, but Vampire Hunter D is like way better. I don't know. Lords of Shadow was pretty amazing. Um, what's the crown? Oh, the crown. It's silly. It's something like who signed on first or something like that, right? It's like I don't know. This week I got a cooktop for 210 and sold it for what? For 2,200? God damn, Tharstavius, man, you're whatever you're doing. That's badass, dude. Dude, I'm so happy to hear that though. Weren't you like you were kind of struggling for work earlier, weren't you, dude? So you're like really making it now, huh? Dude, I'm happy for you, dude. That's fucking awesome, dude. You're killing it now. That's badass. You're kind of like who's the other guy? Isn't Osaka Samurai kind of do the same thing? Like he's got his whole all his shit together. He's doing like his own thing. Have you ever watched? Oh no, yeah, okay, I already said that. What's that? Have I watched anything else recently aside from that? Oh, I started to watch that one that was like really weird. Shit, what is the name of it? Guys, you gotta have to remind me. Dude, I'm horrible for remembering names. There's this anime on Netflix, and it's about a little kid who's got like this sort of octopus-looking blue jelly thing that like floats. It's like kind of floating, but also no, it's mostly on the ground. And it's an alien, and it talks to the kid, and the kid commits suicide, and then comes back, and him and the little blue jelly thing start to go and find other kids who have like all kinds of different abuse going on at home and try to help them. It's like super. It like looks really cute, like it's really cute animation, but the topics and the subject and the story are like brutally dark. I forget what it's got, like a cute name and everything like that too. My son will remember if I ask him. Hey Maki, what's the name of that anime you were watching? We were watching that one where it's like the kid commits the like that blue like octopus thing with the little the one with the kid who like he like kills himself, but then the octopus thing brings them back to life, and then they go find other kids who are having like problems at home, like being abused and stuff.
Octopus?
Well, it's like not an octopus. Like it looks like a jelly, like a slime almost. And it's like an alien, but it like talks to that kid who kills himself. And we were watching it in Japan. What's the name of it?
It's Taco P.
Taco P. Taco P. Okay, Taco P. Taco like octopus, right?
Yeah, it's like an alien.
Yeah, it's an alien octopus. Okay, all right. All right, I was making sure. I knew it had some kind of cute name like that. But it's like ultra dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. For a second, I'm like, wait, did I dream this? Was this just a nightmare I woke up from? Um, yeah, taco pea. That's that man. That's out there, dude. Are you hungry at all for anything? Ramen? Okay, I'll make you ramen in just a bit. I'm gonna sign your marshmallows. They're there in the club. I was about to say nobody ate your marshmallows, my friend. There's like a billion of them in there. You ever meet a kid who just eat marshmallow, just plain marshmallow? That's one of the things my son loves, just plain marshmallow. All right, sorry. Let me get back to the conversation, guys. I'm gonna sign off soon. I need to make my son some food. He's eaten just a little bit ago, not that long ago, but he fell asleep for a long time. A one-off comic about a sort of a few things evil government using sorcery to control the masses. Very Illuminati. Taco Pea, right? There we go. We got ourselves someone who knows peak cinema. Sorry, it's my first time talking. Give me a break. Film Moon. God, I don't know why I got a bad case of the burps all of a sudden. Ah, okay. Film Moon. Yeah, thank you. Okay. I was feeling, I was like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that didn't exist. Debuchan ate all the marshmallows. Debuchan is the marshmallow. Dan Lee explores. Mods, please immediately block this man. No, I'm just joking. Please don't block Dan. Dan, can I call you Danny Lee? I think Danny Lee sounds better. And like instead of Danny Lee, like Danny Lee X Popo. That sounds cute. Danny Lee Chan. I know Dan in real life, just so you guys know. Like if you see us jabbing at each other, like really, we're friends. Um, I always say that just because once in a while Dan comes on here and he's like, for $2, delete your fucking channel. And people are like, whoa, who the hell's this guy? So that's just Dan. He's just joking. Or I don't know. Maybe he does want me to delete my channel. um, I was surprised how good it was. Ignored it for a while. Don. Yeah, Don was good too. Yeah. Did you guys know that One Piece is ending this year? Isn't that kind of crazy? I mean, probably all of you already know this, but I just can't believe it's ending. Like, wow. Ack. Danny Lee and Scotty Axe. Oh, there we go. It sounds like the worst country band ever. We got Danny Lee and Scotty Axe up on the boot, singing the rooty toot country rhythms. This Sunday after the what are those? It'd be like the 4x4 trucks. The 4x4 trucks, and remember how there'd always be like a truck that like could transform? And they'd be like, Transmorpher will be at the 4x4. And like it would take him like 1 hour to finally like finish transforming. Just like, what is this shit? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm talking to myself here. That's too Florida-esque for other people to acknowledge. I posted my Okay, I need to check that out. I still find it funny the voice for Turbo Granny is Rita from Power Rangers. R.I.P. R.I.P. Rita. Rita Repulsa. She died from lung cancer. Obviously a smoker, and if you ever heard her talk, man. All right. What? Here's $2 to shut up. The only friend I know who would literally donate money just to talk trash. Dan. I gotta heart it. Heart. Dan's messages are always so kawaii. All right. Let me just check back through. I want to make sure my second is on a character being ruined. Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days. I haven't heard that mentioned in a long time. Don. Yeah, Don's really good, man. Dude, the only thing Muscle Magic and Don has like the same people making the soundtrack. Do you know what the name of the band is? It's like the worst. I mean, the music is so good. Don't get like they have the most incredible rap songs, but Creepy Nuts? I don't know, guys. I don't know about that name. Kind of reminded me of Mr. Children. Mr. Children. Not the best name for an artist. eBay fees, shipping and taxes take a big chunk. It is a crazy profit. That is so awesome, Thrust David. Dude, I'm so happy to hear you found something that's like really your thing. Yeah. Okay. So I remember correctly. Dude, that's badass, man. Fucking good for you, dude. That's awesome. Like I love it when I hear like a viewer, once in a while I get a viewer here who's like, we all go through struggles, right? And you're more than welcome to come here and talk about them. There's obviously sometimes I was here doing that with a hurricane eating my house. Um, but I love it when I have stories where I'm able to stay with the person, like they keep coming back and I can hear when they like really fucking excel and, carpe diem like Thrust here. That's badass, dude. Fucking awesome. I gotta check up on what's his name? There's a couple others I need to check up on. I don't if I don't hear from a viewer for a long time who used to be pretty common, I want to just make sure they're doing good. Rita Repulsa would have been such a way better villain if she was horking down Sigs in the. That would have been pretty good. That would have been pretty good. There's actually like a lot of like old Power Rangers shows where like people smoked all the time. Like I people are always amazed to hear this too that like Power Rangers is still going in Japan. Like every year it's a new type of Power Ranger. When I tell my kids at school that, like they're always like, "What? What do you mean it's still going?" Like I watched that when I was like a tiny little kid. Like and it ended. And I'm like, "It ended in America, but in Japan, it's new every year." I don't e- I should have checked what it was this year when I was there. Every year it changes to a new theme. When my kids were like little kids, when they were really into it, it was trains. So like their arms would turn into like giant trains and they'd like shoot smoke and say it was so dumb. But they loved it, so whatever. Common Rider too, if you guys don't know. Uh, all the Chainsaw Man lovers out there, the movie is coming up soon here in Japan. Oh, dude. Oh, if you're in Japan, did you watch the new uh Kimetsu no Yaiba, Infinity Castle? My son got to see it when we were out there. He said it was freaking good. How do you feel about it? Ramen Rider. I recently found out that was like how do you say it again? I was kind of shocked by this like small I should have known type of word in Japanese. What was it? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. No, I can't find it. Dang it. I'll mention it later. But then the word for mask, like there's like a word for mask and then the word for like a mask that is like not an official Bunraku theater mask is just common. So like literally his whole name just means like rider with mask. I just feel like that'd be kind of funny like as a superhero in America. Motorcycle rider with mask. Oh, he's coming? Well, I better leave. That sounds dangerous. I don't want to mess with a rider in a mask. Have a good one, y'all. You too, Grumpy. Hey, thanks for always joining, man. You've been there 100% of the time, dude. I really appreciate it. Is Devil's what Chainsaw Man fight? Oh, you're just starting. Oh, okay. It's demons. Okay, so um, pretty much what Chainsaw Man himself is part demon, but he fights demons, and demons are formed from things that human beings fear. So there is a incarnation of that fear as a demon. So, for example, there's gun demon and sword demon, and just everything you can imagine. And that's why he's Chainsaw Man, because he's part chainsaw demon. Oh dang! Oh, Phil Moon, that's so awesome, dude. Fucking Infinity Train made me feel that way, so I totally understand, dude. Yeah, dude. There's, man, it's amazing to me though, isn't it? Like it's incredible that not only is Japan able to weave um, tales that'll like, I mean, absolute tear jerkers, which we can do that too in America with like live action movies, but that there's animations that like give you that same emotion because they're just so like everything about them just so well done. I mean, there's some that are like so heavy hitting I can't watch them again. They're like will absolutely like rip my soul from for how sad they are. Like Grave of the Fireflies. Like I can't watch that anymore. I can't see that again. That'll make me cry too much. Where I'll just like I'll probably cry for a couple days if I watch that again. But yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. That's awesome, dude. I love when I hear stuff like that. Um, God, that's one thing. God, I wish anime and manga alone could support Japan. They'd be doing a lot better. That's what makes me so angry about the government just not doing enough for the Japanese people. It's like there's so much good writing, so much good art. Like, and I'm not I shouldn't say good, like incredible, like on another level. Like I'd say these days, some of the best story, and I'm saying story in almost every genre, ideas are coming out of Korea and Japan. Like those two countries are putting out stuff that you're just like, holy shit! Like, how did you come up with this idea? This is incredible. The one thing that pisses me off about America, dude, we're stuck in a country that doesn't know how to do anything but regurgitate the same three stories in comic books over and over and over and over. We've got a horror movie. Guess what? It's a guy with his. He's got a knife. He's gonna kill people. Have we done that one? Well, what if he had a hook for a hand? How about that? Guys, have you heard of Batman? Because we got a new version about. What about Superman? You guys heard about him? We got like the fucking 300th version of him come out. I mean, it's fine. Like, Superman's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the idea, but it's just like, can we do something more than the same three superhero over and over and over and over? Can we do something else? Like, can you come up with something original? Like Chainsaw Man's kind of a superhero too, but he's totally like different, like an original anti-hero. I don't know. I feel like America's like really, really run out of ideas. They're just like so story bankrupt, if there is such a thing to say. I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to see. All right, let me get back to this. Got it. Seems like a lot of half demon and anime and stuff. Japan you got to understand why that is. Like all the way back from the eras of like Tales of Genji, from Showa back to Edo, back to like even farther back than that. Japan has always been intertwined with demons, like yokai, which are more or less demons, both good and bad, have just always not only just been part of like folklore, urban legend, Toshi Densetsu, um, Shinto beliefs, but they've been part of like everything that is Japan. Hokusai, when he wrote his books of the Hakumonogatari of demons, went around to villages all across Japan and just collected stories. And um, he found like every town had a reason for having the demon, good or bad, that had become part of it. So like that's why you'll still see things like Demon City or like you know Tokyo Ghoul and stuff like that, where it's like a mixture of like monster demon like mix with everyday people living with them because they really used to think they did. I mean, they really thought Kappa were real, Kappa and Garappa, which no one talks about the Garappa. Um, and that's an amazing aspect of Japan. I mean, they believed every night they went to bed, and there was a yokai that ate their bad dreams and let them dream good ones. Like it's fucking amazing, dude. Uh, I don't know. I love it. I love that aspect of Japan that and that was the best thing because when I was there, like everything I had drawn in America had always been like monsters and demons like that. And having lived in the mostly heavily religion-based influence sort of Judeo-Christian society of Florida for so long. Which, look, I'm not against people being I went to Catholic school my whole life, so I'm not against people being Christian and stuff. But I always got shit talked because I would be drawing. They'd be like, "You saint worshiper? Why you draw fucking demons all the time?" And when I drew them in Japan, even if I would be like working at a kindergarten or something like that, and I'd be on break drawing like a demon, they'd be like, "That's sick. Hey, you should show it to the kids." And I'd be like, "You don't think this is too scary?" And they'd be like, "No, dude. If it was scary, that's great, because then you'll be like, hey, this demon might come around if you kids aren't good." Like they would tell me stuff like that, and I'd be like, "Wow, wow, okay, all right, I'll think about it." And I never did that, but I was just so happy that it was like my drawing was so accepted there, my illustration. Like anything I did that was like scary or like otherworldly or dark surreal, like Japanese people are like, "Fucking yes, dude, yes!" Like they were really into it. I love it. Ugh, I don't know. I just love that open mindedness towards storytelling, myth, legend, lore, character creation, creature creation. Like if we had more of that in America, we wouldn't be rehashing the same five movies in Hollywood every 5 seconds. Um, what are the most important Japanese words to learn when starting off? That's the most important ones to learn. I would say the most important ones to learn are your basic life necessities. Learn how to talk to a taxi, like say, you know, koko de ikitai, or like how to order food, basically, order something from a store, um, you know, just politely ask, like, "Sumimasen, kore wa doko desu ka?" Like, "Excuse me, where's this?" And just like point to a picture. Go get your hair cut. Uh, kono shashin. And like, look at this picture. Like, I want it like this picture. Um, that's what I always show them a picture. What else? I always joke about toire wa doko desu ka, but like, yeah, you should know how to say where's the bathroom. Um, if really, really basic getting around, like, "Simasen, simasen, kono densha wa kono tokoro ikimasu ka?" Like, does this train go to this place? Um, ask, like, I don't know, but sometimes directions are so hard. God. I mean, I'm a like dyslexic ADHD idiot sometimes, which I really am. Um, and so listening to people tell me directions was, God damn it, I couldn't. Uh, kono tokoro ikitai, huh? あその場所を見て、ほら見て、その店は星があるでしょ、その星で右行く。You see that store that's got a star on it? Take a left at that star. Then it'd be like, go down this many, like 500見た後で、ミキっぽいキャラクターがある。そのキャラクターで左。And then there's a character that looks like Mickey on this other store. Take a right there, and you're like, what? Just tell me some street names. They're like, Michi no namae. Michi wa namae nai yo. There's no street names. Sorry. You're like, what? How am I gonna? I don't know. Make sure you have GPS. That's all I can say. I got there back before iPhones were around, so I was like struggling with my shitty SoftBank flip phone. Phil Moon, you can kick in for any advice as far as what words you think people should learn when they first get to Japan. Aaron, we're just about to log off. Dang it. Hey everyone, anyone had a broken bone? I broke my ankle and fractured my tibia 2 weeks ago. Oh no, Aaron. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I hope you're doing okay. Recently our IT department lady, she's walking her dog, and her dog just jerked the leash suddenly. She broke her whole hip, like needed 3 screws in her hip. She was like gone for 3 weeks. Guess who becomes IT department when she's gone? I have to do it, and that's sad. If I'm your IT department, you're in big trouble because I'm not the greatest with tech. You haven't seen Infinity. Oh, okay, 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 okay. We won't talk. I won't say anymore. Gives you 2,000 words. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Um, but it's non-winner say. There's a book I lost. I guess I need another copy, but I definitely recommend seeing about it anyway. Like 2,000 words is a series that does it different languages, and Japanese is one. Gives you 2,000 words in as many sentences in English and furigana. That's like 2,000 statements to learn. Okay. Did notice your message. My friend recently captured snapping his. Oh no! Oh! Okay. Blech. I don't want to hear about that. Blech. Oh my gosh. I think the new Demon Slayer movie will probably break the record of box office in Japan. And by the way, the highest grossing movie ever in Japan was also. Dang, dude. Do you know, Phil Moon, do you know um, Kimetsu no Yaiba, sorry, Demon Slayer, um, just that manga alone sold more in America than every single comic book combined in America. The year that Mugen Train came out, Mugen Densha, that year the manga here in America sold more copies, just every single episode and stuff, and made more money than all comics in America combined. That's how shit comics have become in America. It's crazy to me. I don't know. Simasen. Okay, but when you say don't say sumimasen, just say sumimasen. 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 Yeah, I learned sumimasen, and then I learned. If you don't know what somebody's saying, just go. Just keep using these two phrases. Be like, so desu ka, so desu ka, eh, 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 naruhodo, naruhodo, eh, so desu ka. If you just keep doing that like forever, like people just keep talking to you. You don't need to understand anything they're saying. Just be like, so desu ka. That's kind of like, I see. Really? Really? 本当に? Just keep doing that, and they'll be like, wow, this person's like super interested in what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about like I lost a couple socks in the laundry. Really interested in this. What the fuck? Really? Oh my god. Yeah, just put those on loop. Naruhodo, naruhodo. Oh, I got you, I got you, I got you. Okay. Really? Honton? Honton? I swear you could just use the whole time. You'd be like, eh? Eh? It can be used for like anything almost. And then, so desu ka. Uh, yeah, just, it. Or you could just like, anytime someone's trying to tell you information, just be like, it. So. So the show? So the show? It's like, I know, right? I know, right? I know. Naruhodo. Yeah, see? Phil Moon too said naruhodo. Maji? Oh, Maji. Oh, okay. Phil Moon, you're an expert. Okay. Uh, he's right. He's totally right. Oh, and Natsukashi. Natsukashi, it doesn't really translate. It'll be like, that's very nostalgic. Yeah, Natsukashi. Eh. And anytime you eat, all you've got to say is oishi so. Oishi so or umai. Just umai. Everything you eat, no matter where you go. Umai. They'll probably invite you on a bunch of TV shows if you do that. They'll be like, oh my god, this guy's perfect for TV. He can say umai. Uh, he'll be on every show possible. Like, guess what? Smap is making an omelet. What do you think? Umai! Hey, cutie. Glad to see you back. You too, cutie. I'm glad to see you're back too, T-Dog. Comics in America have become very stagnant. Nothing new comes anymore. There's never any new big bads. Nothing is literally... Yeah. So... Uma... Oh, Philman, you are Japanese? Oh. I didn't. You're like native born Japanese. I didn't even know, man. Your English is too good. You had me fooled, bro. All your sentences are perfect. Would you grow up in America? Are you American Japanese? Oh man. Yeah, uma. Yeah. And then the best thing to do is during the summertime, wear a full jacket, like in a vest and everything too. Like wear a full piece suit, and then let everybody know that it's hot. That's super important. Atsu, 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 atsu. You're like you are wearing like a suit, a tie, a vest, long sleeve collared shirt, pants. What are you doing? Kakoi desho? And you're like, what the fuck? Why are you wearing all this shit during the summer? Ikimen desho? You know, okay, yeah, I guess you look great, but you look like you're dying from heat stroke. Phil Moon, I didn't know that, man. I'm sorry, dude. That's cool. I didn't know I actually had a Japanese person watching my show. I don't feel like I get many Japanese people in an actual show about Japan. That's cool. That's cool. All right, guys. I've hit my limit. I've been up since 3 a.m., so I gotta call it quits early. What time is it right now? Oh, it's already 10 o'clock. I went pretty long, huh? All right. I'm gonna head on out, guys. Thank you for joining tonight. Phil Moon, thank you for joining too. New face. I'm always happy to see new faces and stuff on here. Misam, I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Misam, you too, man. I hope you join a couple more times before you head out to Japan. But best of luck if you don't. All right. At any time you got any questions, let me know. Hit me up. It's always really fun. I'm always like when I hear somebody going, I'm always like really excited, like all over again. I'm like, oh, it's like the first time I went. All the excitement building back up. All right. All right. I'll jump on Discord a couple times this week too. So if you want to catch me on there, non-winner, if you're serious about going to Japan, you hit me up, dude. You fucking write me an email, and I'm gonna walk you through it step by step and make sure you get there. T Dog, thank you for joining. Sorry it was at the last second, dude. Thrustavius, dude, I'm so happy for you, bro. Dude, keep it up, man. That's fucking awesome, dude. Love it when I hear success stories. All right, guys, I love you all. Aaron, please feel well soon. So sorry to hear that happen to you. Bye.